Everybody, welcome back to another Heroes of the Storm game where we're playing Quick Match. Wait. Is there a character you guys would like me to play as? I know I didn't mute myself this time. Two-legged and four-legged went out quick. Yeah, no worries. Who should I play as? Who do you want me to play as? Valla. Okay. Should be interesting to play Valla outside of an ARAM. Do like the Reaper. Yeah, we'll keep this. Cowgirl. Legacy games. I don't think I've ever heard of Legacy Games Launcher. What? Huh. It looks like it has a bunch of games that I wouldn't play. Okay, whatever. Highest XP. One lane.
For the streams.
One lane, screw the rest. What was that? Blue?
Oh, I said anything for the streams?
No. I'm sorry, you said anything for the streams, but I only thought anything for the game. Our game. And I haven't done anything.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been working on it because my apprenticeship's about to end.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm trying to prep for interviews and junk.
Oh. It's a good opportunity to get out there and get a nice paying job, but interviews suck. Both sides.
Well, I have to relearn, like, algorithms and data structures and stuff, because from everything I've been watching on YouTube, they're like, oh yeah, this is really important for, like, interviews. Even though you don't ever use it in the job.
Data structures. Yeah. I'll tell you what I do from when I interview. We have questions just to see whether or not all of the structure and software that we use, generic stuff, whether or not they have experience and what kind of experience. But then, honestly, the only thing I do is I ask them a logic question, which is just to think out loud, design a function which, basically, given a string, returns the largest palindrome. And it doesn't have to be a right answer.
Yeah, one of the questions that I found was, are there more wheels or doors in the world?
More what? Or doors?
More doors or wheels?
In the world?
Yeah. So it's just a question, because they want to see how you think.
Well, more people have doors than cars, but cars have four, so for each car you're talking about 4 doors, and that's...
And then I feel like a lot of machines have wheels.
But they also have doors. In fact,
but
most
a
vehicles...
machine will have like a bunch of wheels for like a roller thing or whatever. And then you got drawers, some of those have wheels. Every single vehicle. And yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good question.
Yeah, just to
some thoughts on it.
Just to see how you think. Can you logically
like
make your way
process
through something? Yeah, I don't make them do a specific programming language because I can read pretty much any language. They can do it in pseudocode. They can ask questions. In fact, I kind of give them bonus points for asking questions. Being like, okay, they're actually going to try and work and not just worry about being perfect. which nobody is. Okay, and so sorry, gotta mute. Think I got a phone call from my wife.
Looks like you could use some help there.
The light of the sun grows within them. Soon they shall bask in my glory.
Fear betrays you.
How you doing up there?
I need to pull back.
Slay that hero. An ally is in need of assistance.
Through here. Must retreat.
My temple's power has been expended. You are stronger than I believed.
A clever ploy. Feel my wrath.
Slay that hero. Well done. You managed not to fail.
Yes, I see. Feel my wrath.
Assist me.
Force these mercenaries to obey us. Force these mercenaries to obey us.
I'm coming.
I depart.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
Fear betrays you.
magic of the temple sleeps until I choose otherwise.
As you wish. I need to pull back.
Fort lost! Enemy down!
You call that a killing spree?
I require.
I am renewed. Keep it up.
Choose a talent!
The light of the sun rose within the temples. Soon they shall bask in my glory.
Time for a break. Deleted.
Suitably done.
Feel my wrath.
Oh no! You've lost the fort! I'm sorry. You only took you down. Choose a talent.
Excellent work. Protect our ally.
You have stolen enough of my
Let's try
temple's
that
power.
again.
Return to your war, heroes.
Bleed, you filth. I depart.
Kaboom! Fort destroyed.
clever ploy. Bleed. I stand ready.
You find another artist to join. Yeah, I mean, my kids could do it, but it's not going to be the highest quality. And they're not going to be doing it in their free time a lot. School just started.
If they're really good with handling internet, then I'd say it'd be fun.
To be an artist. SQL is a great 1099 gig. Everyone has reports they want to run. Before my current job, I interviewed at a job and did C# and SQL, and basically I was the perfect candidate for them, and they were so excited to hire me, and I was making a lot better than my last job. Worked there for 2.5 days, and then I got the offer of my current job and left.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
See, I'm
I
not
felt
even good about that.
I felt horrible
Like, I
about
feel-
it,
Like, if I take a job, I feel like I wouldn't be able to just, oh, here's a literally better job in every way. But
Nope.
I don't think I'd be able to just like, oh, bye, later, guys. I'm moving on.
it's like Star from Lucky. Yeah, well, at least I don't know what it is now, but at least a couple of years ago, it seemed like it was very common for developers to only work at a job for about a year and use that job on your resume to get a better job and then kind of work your way up and around.
Yeah, I think that's
I'll be right
still
back. Sorry, I
the
got just
general strategy. Up and out, because it's a faster way up the chain when you switch jobs as opposed to staying at a company and trying to work up that way. Yeah, because I hear about things like back in the day when people used to, oh yeah, I just worked here part time, and they move up, like become like crazy high level managers and this and that, executives and things like that. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
My phone sucks. It's too blurry. Period. Amoxicillin 400 by 5 milliliter sus wes.
Let us move.
SUSWES. SUSWES.
Talent time.
Give 6.5 milliliter by mouth twice daily for 14 days.
These mercenaries.
Ah, heroes. You're just in time for the seeds of my vengeance to sprout. But which of you will gather them first? not be the first to harvest a meal.
Choose a talent.
Sorry, my wife just said, "Hey, can you send me a picture of her medication?" And then, of course, my phone sucks.
Choose a talent. Oh, wow.
Are you serious? How did I die from that?
Okay, let's try that again. As you wish. Your fate is
Yeah, we're losing that. Okay. Man, I play a lot worse when I'm not paying attention. Go figure, right?
I'd be scared if you played a lot better.
another seed. I trust
All of a sudden, I'm doing
together,
better.
heroes.
Choose a talent.
Through here, I depart.
Oh, yeah, that's easier.
I saw that whiff.
That was a whiff because you made it a whiff.
Let's not fight over it, hmm? The path leads this way. I'm ready to continue the hunt.
Hey, we actually capped it. Nice.
That was cool.
A clever ploy. A pity I was your fate is sealed.
Okay, don't know where they are. Backing off.
And the seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
Nobody's making me whiff anymore. Okay, killing mid lane and then coming back. Good to see that I unmuted at some point in time.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
Oh, that's bad for me. Ugh.
Slain.
Thank you, Varticus, for just being a mensch and capping that.
Through here.
You've been full stack NT 4.0. That was a long time ago, right? I'm just gonna go all the way back. 6cc times 2. Nope. Nope. I have at some point in time, through several of my jobs, I've done, I've never done HTML, but I've been able to do JavaScript pages, Ruby on Rails, get things going, and then a bunch of the route layer and the back-end database.
Yeah, JavaScript is definitely not. I don't like it. TypeScript is better. At
It's
least.
fine.
But JavaScript's so loosey-goosey.
Slain.
I don't know. I might want to. I was thinking of going to C++.
Well, here's the problem. Everybody has their own unique recipe and flavor how they do things.
There's my
And that's the
precious
problem.
seed. Go and get it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest problem with JavaScript. There's like infinite libraries and frameworks. This and that.
The best is to go look on the
Their own
NPM
opinion about,
libraries.
oh no, it's gotta be done like this. Oh, this is better. Pros and cons. This is better.
The best is when you go to
It's like a
NPM.
meme that there's a new framework every week.
That was bad for me, sorry. HTML is kind of easy to learn. Yeah, I think so. I just don't know the divs and the CSS to get it all working. Yeah, all the other languages, they run off of C++. It's just hard, which is why I think programming in a specific language or forcing somebody to do that in an interview is just kind of worthless. Because you want to hire somebody that can learn, because they're not going to know everything about
Try that again.
your system. They're coming for you, Farticus. And so as long as they can pick it up, who cares?
Yeah, pretty much everything I learned during the classroom portion of the apprenticeship, I didn't really use for the actual on-the-job training. We use like completely different frameworks. Like it's still underneath, it's still JavaScript and HTML and CSS, but we don't really directly use any of that. Like even because the back end, I learned Node and Express and SQLize, but on the project, it's not even like it doesn't use any of that. Oh, and then everyone's on a Mac, so my Windows PC can't run most of the scripts.
Oh, Max.
It's so garbage, and then so I had to spend so much time just like messing around with scripts to get them to work. Because Windows, they want to be weird with their like slashes and their quotations. Gosh, we're gonna.
They're capping. Okay, somebody's gonna cap that.
Yeah, HTML is super easy. HTML, CSS, those are so super easy.
It's just because I haven't used it. I just don't know it.
Yeah, it's like a 1 or 2 day thing. Not bad at all.
Where's the rest of our team?
Yeah, I don't even know what, like long term what I would want to do
Yeah.
programming wise.
Besides the game, just get fat
Oh,
rich
well,
on a game
that
and
one
then
I
just
always
have fun.
wanted to do like personal project because I really didn't like an actual game dev job. I didn't like that.
I thought you worked at an indie dev.
I worked, yeah, in Boulder. There was a game studio that I worked with after college, but I really didn't like that because when you're not making your own game and you're not a game designer,
Your terrors,
you're just like a game programmer.
have fallen. I hope
Mhm.
It's
this
essentially just like
sacrifice was worth
implementing
it.
features that you don't really
Yeah, that's a
care
job.
about for a game you don't really care about,
That is
or
unfortunately
doing
a
bug
job.
fixes, and you don't really have a say.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, well, this is a dumb idea, but okay. Yeah, I really don't like it. Plus, the money is not very good compared to like any other program of the same skill level.
I blame it on Fat Nobody trying to get merc camps. I'm just scared because for my
trying to do the web dev because I'm just like chasing the money. I'm like, oh well, that's the hot thing right now. But there's a new hot thing. Like, I guess I'll jump ship to that too.
Yeah, I showed you guys my my senior project, which was a game, and I got a bunch of contact cards.
FPS.
Yeah,
The penguins.
it was so great. I got a bunch of cards from people, but I was like, you know what? I've got a wife and I got a kid, and I've heard everything about the games industry is that it's very volatile and you kind of lose your job at any point in time. And
Yeah, game dev is volatile,
And-
especially when you work for like indie devs.
yeah, that's even worse, right?
Yeah, because I never worked for like a large company, which I guess you'd have more stability, but then there's also crunch. Yeah, it's just overall kind of. You gotta be really passionate.
It is time. Do what must be done.
Why are they pushing this lane so hard?
But I guess in a dream world, I would work my main job until like game dev can sustain me, and then I would switch to that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, because I have a few ideas for games I want to make, but it doesn't pay.
It can, but most likely it won't.
Well, it's also like I don't know. I kind of feel like I wouldn't be scummy enough with my monetization to make it worth it.
Oh, I could never do
Because I
it.
feel like, oh, you know, I don't want to charge people too much. This could be like a $1 game. And like completely tank my returns.
You only need the one.
Yeah, because I've read stories of other people when they calculated everything, how much they actually made ended up being like less than minimum wage sometimes.
Even with the monetizations?
Well, because it would be like the hours worked, and then after all the deductions and everything, all the expenses, how much they themselves personally like actually made at the end of it. Yeah, it's like, oh man.
Collect the seeds and don't fret about the shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
I think it was only like the top 10 or whatever percent make a profit and this and that. Yeah, games are different. Oh,
Yeah, we were close.
I tried to tell you.
I saw it. Thank you. It's because I was trying so hard to stop them from getting it, and I probably shouldn't have. We were like winning every single team fight, and now were we just picking them off one by one? Is that what was going on? Could we not actually win a team fight?
Yeah, game's definitely a pipe dream.
Mm-hmm.
As for like a main career job, yeah, I still don't even really know. Just kind of chasing around right now.
I always like the idea of making money off of my hobbies, but I always get concerned that the more I try and make money off my hobbies, the less I'm gonna like my hobbies. Right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty common too. So that would suck to like ruin something you really love and like to do, because then you would just like just leave.
You're working so hard to keep that reorg going.
Oh.
Man, should have just cleared the thing. Objective. Here I'm like, hey, I'm actually paying attention and I'm doing really well.
How wonderful.
Arthas isn't very happy.
Slay these mercenaries.
Well, we've got 1 out of 3, so if we can get the other ones. We can still do one big push.
Yeah, despite how bad we're losing, we're not that far behind. I'm going for the camp.
Which one?
The
There's.
top one.
Vengeance is mine.
I'll help you Farticus once you get there. You can always just teleport with somebody on our team too. Get out immediately.
A clever ploy. I found my prey. A seed has been
Ooh,
planted.
top has a good wave.
It will sprout before you know it. Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
Okay, we should be able to cap this. Don't die.
I teleported to, and I teleported to, like, where his body started. Not
Okay,
where,
now we can fight. We're all here.
like,
It's this way. Soon you will have another seed to gather, heroes.
Let's push a wave and bot, and then go for the objective.
There it is. Gather the seed before you end.
Killing spree.
Sorry, Kincaid. Good job, Verticus.
Enjoy the strength of my terrors.
Time to leave.
Enemy down.
Oh, they're just letting me get that back.
Shame. My beautiful terrors have fallen. Oh, there will always be more.
Yay, we
There we
came
go.
back, we won, yay. XML is also an easy skill to learn. Yeah, it's one of those, have you learned how to learn? As long as you've done that, you'd get a job at my work. At least from me. Yeah, I feel like there's whatever job you get, there's always like,
when it comes to math, I wish I watched YouTube more.
from
Because
math.
I'm watching random like math videos on YouTube, and it's like, oh, I totally understand that, like way better than I ever did in college.
I hate math. I took so many high level math just to get my CS degree. And I
Yeah,
just hated
it's
it.
like In college, I was struggling, but here I'll watch something. I'll be, oh, that makes sense. Like one little video, learn a concept. When college is like read the chapter and then work the problems, it's like, oh, I don't know. I think this is.
Okay, that's gonna do it for now. Thanks for
Yeah, I
watching the
should've just watched
video.
the
Until next
YouTubes.
time, have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.